Welcome back. We have Chantel Briscoe joining us from Nature's Fair talking about cleanses. It's something many of us try, some of us succeed, some of us don't. So Chantel's going to fill us in on some of the things you should know before embarking on a cleanse. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome, and you've brought several different cleanses with you.
Exactly. And I know it's kind of early. I know we're all thinking about the holidays still. It's still the season of consumption. But today we're going to be planning ahead for our New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
So I don't know if you have a New Year's resolution yet.
I don't. I
No?
tend to not really, we've all made them and then we often can break them.
Exactly.
Not always, but I haven't really made one so far this year. What about you?
Well, no problem. Well, we see lots of people coming in with New Year's resolutions. A lot of them are looking to lose weight, possibly just be healthier. Maybe they want to stop smoking. And cleansing is such a great way to do all of these things. It helps in so many different areas of our life. Not only does it help our body function better by cleaning out the gunk that builds up, it also tends to reduce any congestive conditions, so things like constipation, over mucus production, allergies. It's also fabulous for anyone with inflammatory conditions, if you're dealing with arthritis, if we have any skin issues like eczema, psoriasis, acne, it can help in all these levels. So it's really multifunctional, and a lot of people get a little scared of cleanses. Have you heard that?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes people embark on ones that are really long, and I don't know. How do you know what is the right one for you?
So it all comes down to if you've cleansed before, if you have any pre-existing health conditions is really what you need to look at. If you are a first-time cleanser and you haven't done any diet changes, any herbals that support in that way, it's really important for you to find a cleanse that's a lot shorter, maybe a 7-day cleanse, or even looking at something that's just food-based. If we're just adding more green foods, if we're adding more nutrients to our diet, that can help us cleanse as well. So it's really important when you're looking at a cleanse, are you going to be able to take all these different things in one day? Will you take this tincture that maybe doesn't taste the best, but is very effective? So just different things that you need to look at when you're looking at a cleanse. I mean, cleansing definitely can benefit a lot of different people. So when we have people coming in the store, they're asking, okay, I work in this industry, is cleansing right for me? Usually what I recommend is if you're working with cleansers in your day-to-day life, if you are working in the beauty industry, if you're working with hair dyes or nail products, a lot of these things can be very toxic and they can build up over time in our system. So we know that the body does naturally want to detoxify itself. And this is fabulous. Our bodies are amazing, but we also need to keep in mind, is there any nutrient deficiencies? Is our body overtaxed with stress? Are we dealing with anything in our personal lives that could cause us to hold on to these toxins?
Right, and that would definitely be the case for so many people. We live in such a busy world and there's so much stress and
Exactly.
so many demands placed on us. So I think everybody could benefit from one. It's whether or not you're willing to commit to it.
Exactly.
And if that's the case, then perhaps a shorter one is better.
Exactly, yes. And I would like to say quickly that cleansing isn't always best for everyone. If you, like I said, any pre-existing medical conditions, if you're currently taking any prescription medication, I would not recommend that you come off it without your doctor knowing. Obviously, when you're doing a cleanse, it's going to remove those from your system. So if it's something that you need, definitely keep with it. Talk to your doctor first.
Yeah.
Another thing to keep in mind, if you're under 18, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you should never be cleansing.
No.
Because when we cleanse, it actually shakes everything up in the system. If you think about all these little toxins, our fat cells are protecting us from them. If you cleanse, it's going to remove them from our fat cells and move them around the body. And if you cannot excrete them fast enough, suddenly you're in a very toxic situation.
Okay.
So that's where something like these cleanses right here come in. Maybe we're really good at loosening up these toxins, but we're not so good at expelling them.
Yeah.
Something like these pre-made cleanses, they can make sure that they're leaving our system in a quick and efficient way so that we don't have them floating around causing problems.
Okay. We have about 45 seconds. So we have on the screen here all of these shots of different ones. Which ones would you say out of these would be good for a first-time cleanser?
So if you're a first-time cleanser going with something like the Fluorescence is fabulous. It's a 7-day cleanse, very gentle. Another one is the first cleanse here or the re-cleanse. These are all shorter cleanses. They're all very gentle. You probably won't have many cleansing symptoms which can show up. If you're someone that's experienced, or if you're dealing with constipation, something like that, I would look at doing something stronger like the Cleanse Smart. This is a 30-day cleanse, so it is a quick commitment. But you know what? If you talk to your healthcare practitioner and tell them what your situation is, I'm sure they could recommend that one that'll work well with you and your lifestyle.
And I'm sure the good folks at Nature's Fair have some experience with this as well, so they can come and talk to you guys as well.
Yes.
Chantel, thank you. Wealth of information. It's hard to believe, but Christmas Day and all of these things will be done in less than 2 weeks, so it's never wrong to start planning for the future.
Exactly. Yeah, and if you buy it now, then you're all ready to go when New Year's rolls around.
No excuse.
Yeah.
Right. Chantel, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Susan.
Very welcome. Naturesfair.com. You can also visit them, of course, on Summit Drive. The phone number's on the screen. Stay with us.